Hey everyone, welcome back to Anu Talk Show. If you are a woman of color coach, you are an expert, and you have been playing small in your business, this episode is for you. Don't skip it. I'm going to talk to you about that nobody really talks about. Everyone actually talks about, hey, this is what will happen if you don't take action, right? But what actually happens if you stop playing small? Not the fluffy version, the real version. What changes in your peace? What changes in your freedom? What will change like the money you are making with your business? What will change in your time and with your clients? So, if you have ever felt like you are doing all the things in your business, in your life, but the business is not moving forward, the business is not reflecting what you are actually capable of, stay tuned in this episode because I'm going to talk to you and walk you through what is waiting for you on the other side of playing small as a woman of color coach. What happens when you refuse to stay small is not actually just the business growth, it's just a part of it. Actually, you are going to transform your whole life. Drop ready in the comments if you are here, if you are watching the replay, and you are tired of playing safe as a woman of color coach. And let me see who is in here. Hey, Brandy. Hey, everyone. Welcome, welcome. So, before I show you what is possible for you on the other side, I need to see yourself first, what your current version is. Because playing small does not always look like doing nothing, like laying around. And most of the time, playing small looks like doing everything, but still feeling invisible. So playing small can look like and is look like you're posting content every single day, but you are never mentioning, you are never selling your offer in order to get the sales. It looks like you are creating beautiful educational posts on Canva. Now you know carousels are going viral, so you are actually following that trend. It is getting likes, it is getting saves, but zero inquiries. No one is booking a call with you. No one comes into your DMs telling you, hey, I want to work with you. It looks like having a coaching offer that genuinely changes people's life. Like you got clients, but your messaging doesn't reflect that. It doesn't speak to the ideal client you need to speak to. Your messaging is still generic. It's still not standing out because it speaks to everyone and it really resonates to no one to create that urgency. You are waiting for clients to come to you, right? You are waiting and waiting and waiting. You are hoping that someone DMs you, that someone books a call with you, instead of actually creating those opportunities in order to make more money, in order to make and leave a bigger impact. You're thinking that you need more followers, right? A better website. You think you need a prettier brand, so you are thinking about hiring a photo shoot. You are actually thinking about having a new certifications to hang on the wall before you are able to charge what your offer is worth it. So it looks like overcomplicating everything with funnels, with ads, when the real problem is that your current messaging is not clear in order to communicate the value what you do. So playing small in your business is not lack of effort. As a woman of color coach, I know that you are the smartest woman in the world, that you are also the hardest working one. So playing small is not about lack of effort. It is effort without any direction where you are going. So you wake up every single morning with a knot in your stomach because you don't know where your next client is coming from. Like you are refreshing your inbox 10 times a day, hoping someone or anyone will actually inquire, reaches out to you. And it is like laying in your bed every single night, replaying your own stories, your own posts, your own reels that did not work, and wonder if you are the problem. that is actually how you are stealing away your peace, because that is what brings anxiety to your home life. Your partner sees it, your children feel it, how you are talking to them, how you are interacting. They can feel that you are not present with them. So you are physically present, but mentally you are spiraling about a business that is taking everything from you, and it is giving you nothing back. And you maybe left your 9 to 5 job to build freedom, right? That's maybe the reason why you started your business. But somehow you are working more hours for less money. You traded one boss for 100 of micro bosses, the algorithm, the content calendar, the fear of being judged, the fear of rejection, the conversion. You are still carrying the weight of being the first person in your family being an entrepreneur, with no proof yet that this is going to work, that this is going to get you more results than anything else. And here is the one that hurts the most: playing small, right? Playing small, not making the income, not making or having more clients in your offer. Playing small means the people who need your coaching the most will never find you. And that is what stinks the most, because there is a woman, there is a man out there right now who's struggling in her mindset, in a relationship, in a business, in a house, whatever niche you are in, and you have the expertise, you have the right roadmap to help this person. But that person will never hear about you, will never learn about your values, about your standpoint, because your messaging is buried under content that only educates but never sells, because you don't have that sales identity. So every day you are playing small, you are not just losing more income. That's a part of it. And yeah, it stings, but what actually is what like what's more heavier and what stings more is that you are losing impact, real people, real transformation, and they are gone because you were afraid, or you are still afraid to be visible. So the cost of playing small is not just what you are losing, it is what the world is losing because you stay hidden. Type "that's me" in the comments if any of that actually hits home, because I am about to show you what will happen when you decide that version of your life is no longer acceptable. You have to decide that, no one else, not your partner, not your coach, not your clients. You have to decide that this version of you that is playing small, that stays hidden, that is afraid, that you don't want to accept it anymore. You have to decide that. No one else can decide that for you. So I'm going to actually talk to you in few, like, I want to talk to you what will happen if you refuse to stay small in different areas of your life and business. And I want to actually start with something that might surprise you. The first thing that changes when you stop playing small is not your bank account. Yeah, I understand it's important to make money in your business, but that's not the first thing that will only change when you start to stop playing small. Actually, it is your peace. It's your peace. Right now, a lot of women of color coaches, you are in survival mode. You are posting content, you are checking your phone, you are refreshing your inbox, refreshing your Calendly link, hoping that someone reaches out or hoping that someone books a call. And that constant state that you are in of hoping and waiting, that is the opposite of having peace. That is actually anxiety. You are wearing anxiety. You are actually having anxiety and thinking, will this ever work? And when you stop playing small as a woman of color coach, you stop waiting. Because you have a strategy, you know how to create money opportunities. Because you have a clear messaging, you have $1 million messaging, you know exactly who you are talking to and what to say and how to say in order to create content that will land for your clients that will land another opportunity to book a call, another opportunity to increase your visibility, another opportunity to have a higher conversion. So when you know those stuff, the panic stops, because peace is not the absence of work, it is the absence of confusion. So I want you to have a life and business where you wake up and you know what to do. You are not guessing anymore. You are not spiraling. You are not comparing yourself to a coach who has been in your business 5 years longer than you and already making millions, and you are comparing to them. You are executing a plan that is customized and that is tailored to you and to the business that you are having and that you are believing in. Because sales and selling will stop feeling desperate and starts feel like a service when you believe in a business, in a system that you have and that is around you and customized to you. You stop over delivering out of fear and you start delivering with boundaries. Like before clients join Leverage 20, they have they have troubles to set boundaries with their clients, and they are always in this over delivering and undercharging and not knowing how to set boundaries with paid clients. So when you join Leverage 20, one of the first thing in phase 1 what we do is restructuring your business model, and that also includes that you charge what your value is, what your offer value is. You stop over delivering and undercharging, and you actually set boundaries with clients so that you actually gain your peace back. You stop carrying the emotional weight of, is this ever going to work? Will I ever hit my first 100K? Will I ever hit a business that will scale to 1 million? That piece, your family will feel it, your partner will feel it, your friends will feel it, your children will feel it. And you are not bringing that stress of an unpredictable business to a dinner table anymore. And that shift alone is worth everything. So the first thing is really not that your bank account is going to change when you refuse to stop playing small and to go after what you actually want. Your peace will come back as well. And you have to be honest and evaluate, do you have that peace right now in order to run a business that will scale and make multiple six figures? Now, let's talk about freedom, okay? Freedom is the reason why I do this work. There was a time in my life where I refused to play to play small. I was like, I don't want to work for anyone else. I was like, freedom is the thing I actually want to run this business. Freedom to work from anywhere, freedom to do whatever I want, freedom to choose the clients I want to work with. Also, with that freedom came with, like, I want to have freedom to play with my dog at 10 a.m. I wanted to have the freedom to take time off whenever I needed. That helped me to take care of my grandma as well. So it is the reason I left my 9 to 5. It is the reason I sacrificed friendships in the early stages of my business, relationship, and comfort. And it is also the reason why I will never stop coaching women of color expert coaches, because most of my clients, they are after the freedom. So when you stop playing small, freedom stops being a dream. If you believe freedom is just a dream, you cannot achieve that, I want you to know that if you stop playing small, that becomes your daily reality. You can have that freedom to choose your schedule instead of having one that chooses you, or one that was chosen for you. You can have a freedom to say no to clients who drain you and yes to clients who light you up. I always tell this to my client inside Leverage 20, not all money is good money. This week, one of my clients, she's a career coach. She said no to a private client. She raised her prices. The private client said no to the previous offer, which was less money, and wants to be in her offer right now at a higher price. She said no to this person because she set boundary to clients who were draining her. She said no. She was like, Anu, you know what? You are right. Not all money is good money. And I was so damn proud of her because she realized that it's still tough for her to set boundaries, but she learned to set boundaries. And that is a boundary that you need to set in order to have peace, but also realizing that you have the freedom to say no to clients and that there are more dream clients than you think of. You will have the freedom to raise your prices because the messaging, the $1 million messaging, actually communicates your offer value. That's a big piece. That's a big piece of how you can double your income with fewer clients. It starts with raising your prices, and raising your prices comes with how good are you in communicating the value you do inside your offer. Because in closed door with private clients, you are good at delivering what you promise, right? But you need to learn, and it's a skill, it's a communication skill you need to learn to communicate that in your marketing material to get more clients to say yes to your offer. Then you will have the freedom to take Tuesday off and not feeling guilty about it. You can have the freedom to work on the weekends, but then take time off from Monday to Wednesday. It will be your freedom. It will be your choice, and you will have endless, infinite opportunities and choices you can make because of you are having freedom. And freedom to support your parents, to buy your first home, to pay for therapy, to give your children what you never had when you were growing up. So, for first gen wealth builders, freedom is not a luxury. It is the whole point of why we started our coaching business, why we are running this coaching business, and we are privileged to live in a timeline where it's possible to run our own business and to market online, to build a personal brand using video content, and literally to build your business around the world. Like, again, a lot of you come from immigrant households where education was the path to safety, and you took that path. You did the hard work, you got the degrees, you got the certifications, but nobody taught you how to turn all of that expertise, how to leverage that expertise and turn it into a business that will actually pay you what your offer are worth it, that will actually give you the freedom. That is the gap. And closing that gap is what creates freedom, right? Do you have any questions about that? Is there anything you want to add? I know I'm talking a lot about um, freedom and what will happen when you refuse to stay small. So let me talk about money. As I said in the first, like money, like if you refuse to stop playing small, yes, it will be reflected back to your bank account. But now let's talk about money, okay? Hi, Iona. I hope you're doing great. It's great to see you again. Because I know that what some of you really came here for, right, is money, because it is okay. Okay, we don't need to be shy to say that we want to make a lot of money. I do want to make a lot of money too. I am here with this coaching business to build generational wealth. I am using this as a vehicle to build the wealth of my family, and that's why I'm here. I want to make 1 million in 12 months with one offer, simple business model. That's why I'm here. And I am owning that. I am not shying away from it. I'm not holding it back. You should know the intention as well. The truth is, you are not closing more clients and having the sales because your offer is bad. A lot of women of color coaches, I know their offer is great. Yes, they need tweak here and there. We need to restructure it. You are also not getting the clients, getting the sales because the market is saturated. Actually, you should be in a niche that is saturated and look for differentiators so that you can take advantage of the competition. Competition means that there is money, that there are clients who need what you are selling. Um, it's also not that people cannot afford coaching. It's not because of the economy. The only reason why someone gives you the objection of that they don't have money or that they are not looking for coaching is because they don't still believe in what you are communicating. You are currently not in the financial position where you want to be, because your messaging is not clear enough to make people feel like your offer is urgent, your offer is specific, and your offer is worth investing in. They don't see the return on investment. So you don't have an offer problem, you actually have a messaging problem right now. And when you stop playing small in your business, okay, and you are like, okay, I want to be in charge of changing that, you learn to communicate your value clearly. Everything will shift. The way you run your business, the way you talk to clients, the way you are positioning yourself in the industry. Because when you stop playing small, you stop undercharging because you understand what your expertise is actually worth it, right? All of these degrees you have, the certifications you have, but most importantly, the experience you have will help you to actually charge higher ticket. And when you charge higher ticket, you can double your income with fewer clients, because I am here to impact not the whole world. Like, hello, how many billions of people are we here, right? I am here to charge high ticket, but also the people I am actually serving should have a higher impact. Like, literally, those clients who work with me, they stay in my container for years because the impact that I'm leaving as a coach is so high. They are like, okay, why should I go somewhere else? I already get the impact I want to have. And this is the goal I have with my coaching. So when you stop playing small, you also stop attracting people who want discounts. I don't even know when the last time was someone asked for discounts. Everyone I have a call with, they know it's a like 4-figure investment. My one-on-one coaching is 5 figures. No one asks discounts because I stopped playing small in my messaging. You start attracting people who want results, who want high impact, who want a business that will get them the results. And those people, they understand that they have to invest. You will get consistent clients, right? And it will become a natural, normal process in your business, not a miracle. You don't have to ask yourself, is this luck? How did I close them? You will have a repeatable system where your brain also tells you this is actually normal. I know what to put in order to get the clients, in order to get the quality clients on my next sales call. You stop making money feel like an accident, and you start making it feel like a skill. Money making is a skill, managing your money is a skill, and multiplying your money is also a skill. In which bracket are you in when it comes to leveraging that skill? And maybe you need to hear this. Wealth is not the destination here. Like, this is what I tell in my brand. Like, wealth should be the vehicle, and money is what will allow you to support the business you have. It will support your family. It will support how you are raising your kids on your own terms. And it will help you to build a business that will outlast you. So, that is not greed. That is actually generational wealth, and you deserve that. And you need to know that what you need to put in order to actually have that in your life and business as well. So let me see, there are two more. Yeah, there are two more sections I want to talk to you. What will actually impact and change in order, like, when you start to stop playing small, when you refuse to play small as a woman of color coach. So the biggest time waster in your business, let's talk about that, okay? When you are, or when your messaging is unclear, you spend hours, I don't know, like, before this one client started to work with me inside Leverage 20, they spent like 20 hours on marketing, on creating content that doesn't convert. creating live video that doesn't convert. They spend hours and weeks launching their offer to silence. No one actually bought that offer that she was selling in the launch. You spent months in a cycle of posting, hoping, and wondering what you are doing wrong. That is actually impacting your peace. Anxiety is coming, and you don't have the impact you want to leave. And all of that, that is the time you are never getting back. That is the time you will never get back. Money is a resource, right? So I believe if you spend money, invest money, it's a resource. You will learn something, you will have a return on investment, right? But if you spend your time and you are not breaking that in order to learn from it, refine it, that time you will never get it back. You will never get younger. You will never get the 6 months back where you planned a launch on your own, but then you refuse to do it. So you like when you stop playing small when it comes to your time, what will happen is that you stop spending 3 hours on overthinking the caption that will get likes but no clients, right? You would stop overcomplicating your marketing with funnels and ads that you actually don't need when you are scaling it to 20K a month. So I believe in simple business, simple marketing, and it should be with no funnels. It should be with no overcomplicated freebies. I don't have any freebie in my business. And the reason why is freebies attract window shoppers, and I don't want to deal with window shoppers. I want to have a marketing system that is so simple with 2 to 4 hours a week. You can have a content system that will actually generate leads and convert it for you. You will stop being busy and start being strategic in your business. So, the whole reason why this is so important is I want you to believe that you can have a business on part time hours and still make full time income, right? You will actually have one platform, mastered it, and replace that one platform with all the other platforms. And that comes back to that you are valuing your time, because when you don't value your time, you will keep doing it on your own. You will DIY it. You will always justify the playing small part. But when you stop playing small and you learn the actual skill of selling through your content, selling through sales call, and learn to convert better, your time opens up. You will work less. You will have more time for hobbies, because your business should not be your life. You will earn more money, and you will finally have the time to live the life you built this business for in the first place. If you started this business for freedom, you will finally have the time to live that freedom. Travel, hobbies, reading, whatever you want. But first, you have to realize that you are also, by playing small, you are not valuing your time right now. And that is, you should see like that money, you can always make the money back, yeah, but you can never make the time back. Lost time is lost time. And finally, the last part is that I want to talk to you about is what will happen to your clients. Okay, when you refuse to stay small, what will happen to your paid clients? Because this is the part that makes me emotional every single time. When you stop playing small, your clients get a better coach. They will get a better expert, a better consultant, period. Because you are not burnt out anymore. You are not trading your time for money anymore. You are not resentful. You are not over delivering from a place of desperation, from a place of people pleaser, because you are starting to show up from a place of abundance, clarity, and confidence. So when you stop playing small, you will attract clients who are ready to do the work, not just one window shoppers, or not someone who asks you for one session and then they will ghost you. Like clients who value coaching, who want to be in your container for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and who are ready to pay you high tickets. And you set boundaries because you know your value and you know yourself, and your clients respect for it. Your clients respect for it that you set boundaries. So important. And you will deliver a transformation, not just information. Again, in today's timeline, AI is great to support you the growth, but AI only gives you information. Otherwise, everyone would have the transformation they desire. They don't have it. That's why they still need the coach. So when you stop playing small, you deliver transformation, not just information that can be Googled, that can be YouTubed, that can be asked on ChatGPT, because you are not running on farms. And here is the ripple effect everybody talks about, like nobody talks about. When you get coached and you build a profitable coaching business, a business that is scaling to 20K a month and more, your clients get a better version of you, a better version of you, a future version of you. And then they go out and they change other lives, right? Then their clients changes lives. And that's why I love coaching Woman of Color Coach, because one coached woman does not just change her own life. She becomes proof of what is possible of every other woman watching her. And that's the beautiful ripple effect. So you have to refuse staying small, because the longer you stays playing small. Oh god, the longer you stay playing small, the ripple effect won't happen. So your success is not just about you anymore. Your business is also not about you anymore. Your coaching offer is also not about you anymore. It is about every woman, every man who sees you and thinks, oh, if she can do it, so can I. I want you to see this live episode, live podcasting, and how I am running my business and how we are scaling to 1 million in 12 months. And I want you to have this belief, if Anu can do it, so can I. And that is the ripple effect we are creating with the content we are posting inside Leverage 20, inside the conversion. Like, this is powerful. So, here is my question for you today. What would your life look like 1 year from now if you refuse to stay small starting today? What if you finally learned the skill of selling, converting? What if your messaging gets bold, is a $1 million messaging that is clear so that the right people could not ignore you? You are building a brand that your people sees you as the number one choice. What if your client starts to coming to you consistently, not accidentally? This is not a luck. How you are building your business is not a luck. It's about systems, right? It's about systems and strategy. And what if you built a business that finally gave you the peace, the freedom, the money, the time, and the kind of clients you actually love working with for years? Okay, this should not be a fantasy. This is actually skills. It's only a skill you are building over and over and over again. It's learnable. So I always love to say, be sold on yourself first. Do it scared, do it anyway. So if this episode speaks to you and you want to create an evergreen system, you want to create a profitable coaching business that has this ripple effect where you are changing one lives and that one life creates and impact the 10 more lives, and you want to leverage your expertise and raise your prices and stop trading your time for money, book a call with me. Book a business audit with me so that in the 60 minutes we can go over your business, see where the gaps are, see why your messaging is not $1 million messaging right now, and where the gap is in your conversion and what you need to fix in order to have higher conversion and double your income with fewer clients. So if this episode spoke to you, give me some hearts. I would love it. Share this with a woman of color coach who needs to hear this today. And if you are ready to stop playing small, you know what to do. Okay. I believe in you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.